Welcome back, YouTube. This is another video made by, I don't care, but this is Mr. Ojamack. He lost his YouTube channel for near business purposes, but I will be showing you one of his decks. It's his scrap deck. He received this deck from a close friend of ours named Scott Mills, and he is on the well, I don't even know what you call it, but he's on his way of getting 2 more Scrap Dragons. He has 3 Atomics. 2 of them are Ultimate Rare, 1 is Ultra. And he's got 3 Twins, 1 is Ultimate, the rest are Ultra. He just needs 2 more Scrap Dragons. But I'm just going to give you a quick rundown what the deck contains and what the cards are in here for. Let's start with the spells. So everyone knows what Swords Revealing Light's for. Being as limited is semi to 2. It's actually very decent to play. It's a good stall card. Sits there for 3 turns. Why this card is a normal spell card, I don't know, but that's for another day. He can be able to drop more. Very old style equipped spell card. The monster equipped the card can't attack, and during your opponent's second end of phase, that monster dies, and this card goes back to your owner's hand, so it's a good way to get rid of cards. 3 Scrap Storms. Helps him send whatever scrap he needs in the graveyard, and helps him draw a card, as well as destroy the scrap monster he targets to use this card to get its effect. So it's pretty much a +2. Foolish Burial, send whatever scrap he needs to the graveyard, most likely a Scrap Searcher or a tuner that he can get back with Chimera. Monster Born and Monster Incarnation, pretty obvious why they're in here. Yeah, my camera says January 24th. Scrap Sheen, select 1 scrap monster you control and destroy it. All scrap monsters you can currently control gain 1,000 attack. Heavy Storm's a staple. Scrap Lube is like summon cloud for them, or it basically just it's like they're Valhalla, but it doesn't summon from the hand, it does it from the graveyard, but you skip your battle phase when you do this. Okay, his monsters are 3 Scrap Chimera. When it's normal summon, you can supposed to summon a Scrap Tuner from your graveyard, and it can only be used for the synchro summon of a Scrap Synchro monster. Which is this? Wait, the under tuners must be Scrap. Wait, okay, yeah, it does that scrap thing. Scrap Goblin can't be destroyed by battle. If it was attacked while face up defense, it destroys itself at the end of the battle phase. And then they can select the scrap monster from the graveyard. Well, y'all know how all scraps, well, a lot of the scraps say when they're destroyed by a scrap effect, you can add 1 scrap from your graveyard to your hand. He's one of them that does it. Scrap Beast is their level 4 tuner. With Chimera, it's an easy Scrap Dragon. But, he pretty much has that effect where if he's selected as a target, he automatically dies while he's facing defense, and he adds a scrap from the graveyard to the hand.
No, he doesn't automatically die.
Yeah, it says this fits defense card selected as an attack target, he destroys himself.
At the end of the battle phase.
Yeah. Scrap.
He has to survive.
So he's like Scrap Goblin. He just can be destroyed by battle.
Yeah.
Scrap Soldier is your level 5 tuner. Combined with Scrap Chimera, it can go into Scrap Twin Dragon easily. His effect says that he can only be used for a Scrap Synchro for a Synchro Summon. If he's in face-up defense position, he's select as attack target, he automatically dies at the end of the battle phase. And he has the Scrap Search effect when he's destroyed by a scrap effect. Giant Rat. All scraps are Earth monsters, so Giant Rat is a decent card added to the deck. It helps him search for whatever he's going to need at the moment as a follow-up for his next turn. Scrap Golem doesn't have none of the scrap effects. He just summons scrap monsters level 4 lower from the graveyard to either player's side of the field. Combo him with Scrap Searcher and you can destroy all your opponent's face-up monsters. Scrap Shark doesn't have that scrap add, but he has a scrap send effect. When a spell card or monster effect or trap card is activated, he is destroyed at the end of the resolution, and then you can send 1 scrap monster from your deck to your graveyard. Scrap Hunter has the Scrap Send effect. Once per turn, you can select 1 scrap monster you control to accept himself to just destroy it and send 1 tuner monster from your deck to the graveyard. Penguin Soldier does his job. He's a knight. He's a penguin. I'm gonna make a Happy Feet Penguin Soldier. Scrap Searcher. When a scrap monster you control, except for Scrap Searcher, is destroyed and sent to the graveyard. You're supposed to summon Scrap Searcher from your graveyard. He destroys all face-up monsters you control that aren't scrap. This is the combo of Scrap Golem. You summon himself. You summon Scrap Searcher to your opponent's side of the field, destroy all their monsters, then you attack Scrap Searcher so you can deal easy battle damage. Scrap Column's effect. When he's normal summon, he automatically dies, and if he's destroyed by the effect of a scrap card, he can add 1 scrap monster from your graveyard to your hand. Scrap Worm attacks directly and has that Scrap Search from the Graveyard effect when he's destroyed by a Scrap effect because he kills himself when he attacks directly. Icarus attack is used for Scrap Searcher. Since Scrap Searcher is easily searchable, Icarus attack is almost always going to be used. It's weird that a lot of the Scraps are different types depending on the monster that they're looking like. But I don't think only a few of them are machines, like a small few. Okay, compulsory. Chainable, doesn't destroy, it just targets and puts away, so it's good for anti-synchro, anti-XYZ, anti-fusion, anti-rituals. Divine Rat, a good counter trap just to negate the annoying effects that come your way. Scrap Rage, busts up a scrap monster's defense by 2,000 so it can keep it alive. Cold Hornet, basic staple. Ultimate Offering, since scrap monsters add to the hand a lot, Ultimate Offering is a great addition to the deck. It helps them swarm with just normal summons and synchros. So he can potentially get out Scrap Dragon, Scrap Tune, and Atomic all in one turn, and then clean your field up little by little. Oh, and your graveyard. Bottomless Trap Hole, staple, gets rid of annoying monsters with 15 or more attack. Scrap Iron Scarecrow, negates an attack and resets itself, so it's good for stall. Scrap Crash, it's more of it's like a face-up heavy storm when a scrap monster is destroyed by battle, destroyed in any way since the graveyard. It destroys all face-up spell tri-cards. In this format, there's not a lot of face-up card W in the field, so Scrap Crash is better fitted for the side deck just in case you go against those kind of decks. And his side deck contains only 3 cards for now, but it's 3 Curse Seals Forbidden Spells, one of his favorite counter traps. This card, like I said in my previous video about unappreciated cards, it's very underestimated. It, in my opinion, is better than Magic Jammer because Curse Seal discards a spell card from your hand to negate detonation of any effect of a spell card and destroys it. And then your opponent can't use any spell card of the same name, even including the one destroyed. So as you go against decks that run multiples of the same spells, this card will be devastating to them. Especially decks that rely on certain spells like Necro Valley, Gem Knight Fusion, Polymerization, stuff like Gates of Dark World. All those things get hit by Curse Seal, you're in trouble. So it's a very underestimated card that should see at least more. It should see more play, and I would love to see it get reprinted as a rare or super because it look way better. All right, his synchros, as you already seen, were these. Scrap Dragon, everyone knows what he does, but for the people that don't, select one card you control, one card your opponent controls, destroy both targets. When he's destroyed by your opponent's card, effect, or battle, especially one non-scrap synchro monster in your graveyard. Scrap Twin, select one card you control and 2 cards your opponent controls. Destroy your targeted card and return the 2 selected cards your opponent controls to the hand. When he's destroyed by your opponent's card, by battle, or by effect, special summon one non-scrap synchro monster in your graveyard. Not non-scrap non-synchro monster, not non-scrap synchro, but you know what I mean. He special summons basically anything that's not a synchro that's a scrap in your graveyard. Let's put it that way. Atomic Scrap Dragon. Select one card you control and 3 cards in your opponent's graveyard. Up to 3 cards?
Yep.
Up to 3 cards in your opponent's graveyard. Destroy the selected card you control and return the selected cards in your opponent's graveyard to the deck. When he's destroyed by battle or by a card effect, special summon one scrap monster in your graveyard that's not a synchro. So this deck has great cycling potential. But this has been Eminent Hero and Mr. Ojamack. Ojamack, shut up. And just before I go, I got a boo-boo. I hit my finger with a hammer, and I was trying to put something up by the door. And it actually doesn't hurt as much as I thought it would. I just pretty much banged a nail and hit my finger and just like looked at it like, wow, that sucks. But yeah, I'll be fine. I'll be fine, people. Don't worry. All right, YouTube. This is Eminent Hero and my boo-boo signing out.